wife. I'm Elizabeth and this is episode 2 of FRIDAYSEWS, the Swedish edition. Very welcome back to my channel. Hopefully it's back, hopefully you've seen me before, and I hope you have enjoyed my plans videos. Today I will tell you a little bit about what I'm... Okay, here we have a little friend coming. This is Vega. She is with me today. She's not mine, but she's one of my best friend's dogs. And she's a bit worried right now because of her mom is at the hospital, so we're taking care of her. Well, I thought I would tell you about a little follow-up of my plans from the last video. And I was... Ingen fara. Ja. Ska du lägga dig vid fötterna? Ska du lägga dig där? Nej, lägg du det där. I'm sorry if you can hear her paws tripping a little bit. She's down by my feet now, so she probably will calm down a bit. This is partly why I started a fire too in the wood log burner. What do you call it? A log burner maybe. Since that makes a calm. Back to what I'm here for, the sewing. You could always also hear her chew and drink some water. I hope that's okay. I'm sorry if it bothers anyone. My sewing the last week. Well, it's been both ups and downs. I must say, when I'm looking back at it now and what I have filmed, I realized that I've been doing quite a lot actually, and I've gotten a lot done. One of the items ready is actually this blouse. This is the Melody Dolman from Love Notions. For those of you who hasn't watched my previous videos, I'm about to start off a capsule wardrobe, and my first 5 items, my first module, as I've been inspired from Whitney from TomKatstitchery to make, is I have planned to do 1 topper, 2 bottoms and 3 tops. And one of the tops for this week is this Melody Dolman. And for those of you who know the Melody Dolman, you know that there are no sleeves for that pattern. But I actually used the sleeves from the Kelly shirt, and it worked out quite great. But as I found out this time, I've done it once before, I think they're a little bit too big. So I think for the next time, because I'm definitely there's gonna be more of these. I love it so far. I'm gonna draft my own. I can show you how to do it. I tried, but I had already cut this out, so I thought, why not try it again with the Kelly shirt pattern. But I know from now on I will draft my own, and I think I will have a little bit better, they will suit me a little bit better, and the fit will be a bit better, because the cuff for one is very large on this one. But I won't try this on now. I want to try all the finished makes and make a special video of my first module. I will try and do it for Monday or Tuesday next week. But today I will tell you a bit what I've done and show you some footage of what I've been up to the last week. I still haven't figured out how I'm going to film and what I'm going to share and how I'm going to share it actually. This is mainly a journal for me. I am starting all over with a new wardrobe, since I've lost a lot of weight the last year due to sickness. And I wanted to take this as an opportunity to make a new wardrobe with maybe some change in style. I've lived in loungewear for the last 20 years. I've been sick for 20 years, and I wanted now to take the chance to actually try and make nicer clothes. Even though loungewear is very nice, I love it. I love being in them when I'm not feeling too good. But for the days that I'm a little bit better, I will try and wear dresses. I will try and wear different kind of outfits. If nothing else, just to cheer me up. And if there's anyone out there who wants to follow me on this journey, please tag along and please subscribe to my channel and please watch, comment, give a thumbs up. Everything means a lot. I got my first and second comment on a video this week and it makes me really, really happy. I didn't think it would do that much for me, but it did. You just have to admit it. It means a lot. And if you find this interesting, please follow me. I would be so happy to make a small community here on YouTube, however many we will be. I will try and share a little bit about what I do during the week. I will try and share my sewing journey and my sewing journey for my husband. I will sew for him too. I have to start off by sewing to me now, since it's quite necessary, since I don't have much to wear. Today I'm wearing a toaster sweater from a fabric I bought at Tygladan outside of Trollhättan. They don't unfortunately have an online shop. It's a wonderful barn full of fabric, and I will try and take you with me next time I go there, and you will see how amazing place it is. It's some kind, this is I think it mainly cotton, but it's some kind of polyester too, I realized. But it's nice, it's very nice. Well, to start off what I've been doing this week. I started off by sewing the resolution bottoms and the boyfriend cardi. I was planning on making the Metro blazer as my topper or the Oakley vest, but I couldn't find the perfect fabric in my stash for it. And then I saw Whitney from TomKatstitchery making 2 videos about Love Notion sales this week and inspiration around that. And she had in both those videos inspiration picture from Pinterest where she had used the boyfriend cardigan as an alternative to sew up. And I realized I had some dark blue boucle fabric that had been earmarked for some kind of cardigan for the last 4 years, and I haven't sewn it up. So I thought, why not use it now? And it turned out really, really great. The cardigan, it's actually more of a duster because it's so long, and I love that one. And the classic tee and the resolution bottoms, they are all finished, and I will insert some footage of me in them now. They're not very good, and unfortunately it's a bit dark where I film. I will try and find better places where I film. It is also quite dark tonight when I'm filming, but this day has been all over the place. I was planning on filming this morning, Friday morning, but I didn't have the time. And now my husband is out getting some lobster for us. He actually called and they got 6 of them, so it was great. I will try and insert some pictures of them as a final picture here. It's wonderful to get them so fresh right out of the ocean. It's lobster season here in Sweden now, so you're allowed to catch them in small cages. And yeah, it's a great thing. It's a big part of the culture, and my husband is he loves to fish on his spare time, so this is a big thing for him, and this is the most he and his best friend has gotten all 6 years they've been out. So that was amazing. So he's soon coming home and I will have to take care of that. But I will show you a picture of them at least. Well, back again. I'm very good at waffling, as you probably already has realized if you've seen any of my footage. But I will try and get back to what I'm supposed to talk about, the sewing. Well, those 3 items were great, and they is amazing to wear. They're soft, they're cozy, and they look good too. I feel a bit not too dressed down and not too dressed up, if you get what I mean. It was a great start. Then we came to what I call, maybe not fails, but things I have to adjust. I will insert some footage here of the duet trousers. Here we have the second iffy make, the duet trousers. This is probably all down to me. I printed out the size 14 at the hips, no, at the waist, and size 12 at the hips in a quite loose fabric. And looking back at the pattern now, I think these are way too big, and I've already taken them in 3/8 of an inch all the way down here and thin side seam. What I did to the pattern was adjusted the back rise. I took out 1 inch, and then I think I did a flat bottom adjustment. I will show you on paper how I did it and clip this in here. I will show you the corrections I made, but I simply think I would need to go down 2 sizes approximately. I have very thin legs, and I think the fabric is so stretchy that it says on the pattern instructions to go with 1 size below your own, and I have definitely not done that. So I try and do it all over again. I started to sew them up in size 14 for my waist and size 12 for my hips, but I think partly it was because the fabric was too stretchy, and partly I simply didn't read the measurements correctly, I guess, because what I should have done was a 10 for the waist and 8 for the hips, I think. So I will try that now. I probably will size down to an 8 altogether and use the wide seam allowance, and then take it out a bit in the waist if necessary. So this is something I will do tomorrow, Sunday, and I will film a bit of that and show you Monday or Tuesday. The same goes for the Sloan Sweater, as I will insert here. So I need help. I definitely think this is too wide. This is size large at the bust and medium at the hips. I'm not quite sure how it should look, but I think it at least needs to be taken in 1 inch up here and easily 1 inch down here too. You can see it's very wide. It would be okay if I had the band down here that was a bit more fitted, but that is not the look I'm going for. It's even too big up here, but I think I will try to take it in 1 inch all the way from the arms and see what I think about it then. You can see it's a bit too big. Simply, I think I should do medium in the Love Notions patterns. It looks like that is the best for me. It says that I am large over the bust with them, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong or if I'm measuring myself wrong, but it looks like medium is enough for me. So I think I will try that from now on. I have an octave coat on the cutting table, and that is a large still, but I think that is such a big layering piece, and I could have thicker cardigans under it and thicker sweaters and so on, so I don't think it would be a problem, but I will probably sew that next week, so you can follow me then and see how that goes and what adjustments I will have to make. I just made a toile this week in no, I haven't made it, I cut it out in some sheep cotton just to see the fit, the first fit of it, so we'll see then. But from now on I think I will try and sew medium in most of Love Notions tops anyway, and see where that take me. What I really liked and what got finished last night, that was the Tranquil Sleepwear, and I will insert a picture here. Ta-da! Here we have it in all its glory. I love it. The pants are maybe a bit big, I don't know, but at the same time, the only thing I'm thinking about if it is too much fabric when you crawl down under the duvet cover, and is it a bit much. But this is a viscose jersey and it's so soft. It might even be bamboo jersey actually, and I just love it, and I love lounging around in it. I can just imagine how cozy it would be in those fall evenings here when it gets a bit cold and you just snuggle up in the sofa in front of the fire and watch TV. This is probably a set I definitely will live in, and I will definitely do some more. I will try the sleepwear dress, and I will try the, I don't think I will try the short version yet. That is for the summer, but I really love this pajama set as a softer pajamas instead of the Caroline pajamas, which is another favorite of mine, but that is a bit more structured and a bit more fancy. This is just cozy and I love it. I lengthened the arms 2 inches and that was just enough. I could easily have lengthened it half an inch more, but that is due to the fact that I always have had shirts that are too short and I want to make sure that they aren't. That is why I feel like these are just on the verge of being too short. But I know, looking at them now, they aren't. They are perfect actually. And I love this detail you have on the arms and here on the legs too. They look a bit, makes something special. I love it, as you can hear. This is how far, I don't know actually how I'm going to do with this. I haven't hemmed it and I don't think it will fray. I don't think this fabric will actually. Sorry for my belly. So I actually don't know how I will do with it. I like the feeling that it doesn't at all cling to the body. It just rolls up a bit. We'll see what happens when I wash it again. Maybe I have to do something, maybe just a serge seam or something. We'll see. I think it's a bit too heavy to do the binding. I used a binder and a double needle for this, and I really like the look of it. I've tried using the binder on my cover stitch, but I don't quite get it to work, and I have a old Pfaff sewing machine, and it works out great there when you have the PDF system. No, PF, what do you call it? Is it PFD? No. IDT, I'm sorry with the shorts. I'm not very good at all those. What do you call them in English? I don't know. IDT system, of course. And it makes it very easy because the fabric follows along very good in the binder. Maybe I will show you sometimes if you want to. I love this, and I love the look of it when I use a twin needle. You can see here. I will probably show you a bit more when I show the entire collection. And the final piece I made was the Arlington, and I did the sweater dress there with a big cowl, and I just love it. That suits, I think it suits perfect. I will check when I look back at this footage to see if it's maybe a bit big in the bottom part, but I don't think I will take it in this time. I will have it as maybe a slightly wider skirt part, but it was so nice to wear and so good to have on. Here we have it, the Arlington Dress. I just love the look of this so far. I love the length of the arms, the way the arms look. I love the cowl neck, how much fabric, not too much but not too little. I feel a bit fancy in this, in a good way, in a not too much way. I can go around in this at home and feel nice. I feel dressed, but still very comfortable and very, yeah, you can gladly have it at home and feel it's a cozy dress, but still not too cozy, if you get what I mean. It may be a little bit big here, but I don't mind that. I don't think it matters that much. The only problem is that it's a great look here, but look at this. It's a bit shorter back. I obviously did something when I cut the fabric, and I know this is the length it is when I lengthen it 2 inches. This in the front is some extra fabric that was when I cut the fabric out, and I just cut it straight down. And obviously that's what I would have liked to have it, but I think I will cut it off here, excuse my white legs, and then hem it with some kind of bias binding. I don't know how much fabric I have left, so I don't know if I can do some kind of facing on it, but maybe, I think I will work it out. I will show you what I do when I show off the entire module. I don't know what you think, you know, when I see it on the viewfinder, it looks a bit, maybe a bit big over the hips, but at the same time I don't want it to be too snug. Please let me know down below what you think. I like the look of this. I like that it isn't too clingy, but at the same time it falls nicely. It's a great weight of fabric for this pattern, I think. The Arlington Dress was an extra, as was the Tranquil sleepwear, but I will film that as one film altogether, since everything was from Love Notions. I'm so sorry I didn't get this film video finished in time for the Love Notions sale, but I had 2 days, that wasn't too good this week, and that's not much to do. I know where I am, and I know that this is something that will happen from time to time, and some weeks I won't be able to film at all. I'm just glad I got to sew as much as I did and film as much as I did. One more thing I've been doing, especially when not lying in bed and when I hadn't too much energy for anything else, I started knitting again. I've knitted quite a lot during the years, and what I have realized is that I've mostly knitted when Mum was around to help me, because there was a lot of small questions I asked her. There were a lot of things I thought about that she immediately knew the answer to, and I didn't have to search for it. And unfortunately we lost her last year, and I miss her so much. And here is another time when you realize that having someone there who knows most things regarding knitting. She was the same about sewing. But knitting, for me especially, is something I have mainly done basic things. I've done some basic sweaters, I've done some basic cardigans for myself. But now I ventured into socks. I've done socks before, but it was probably 10 years ago, and I had her by my side then. I lived together with her for, well, from I lived with her from year 2002 until 2016, and well, we managed to make a lot of sewing and made a lot of knitting together, but it's a big hole now, and I feel it. I feel her with me when I'm doing it, but I miss her so much doing it at the same time. But watching another vlogger. Can't believe I'm calling myself a vlogger. I'm not there yet. But an amazing vlogger here on YouTube called Theresa on Lost That Thread. No, I think Lost. I will have to check my paper here. Lost My Thread, it's called. She did some kind of recap of what she had made in June, I think, and she showed her I'm So Basic sock she's knitted, and I got so tempted by that, and I got so interested and really got the urge to try it again. So I did. I looked it up where she followed someone online called Summerlee, I think. Maybe Summerlee Summerlee, I think she's called. Summerlee Knits, yeah. And she did a knit along called I'm So Basic Sock Knit Along using the magic loop. And it's amazing. It's so fantastic using this just the knitting needles in the round instead of 5 sock needles. I know I thought that was difficult when I last did it. I did some amazing Norwegian patterns around 2010 sometimes, when Mum and I did most of the knitting. And I will see if I have some pictures left and I will show it to you here. If not, I will maybe insert some inspiration pictures, because that is what I'm aiming for. I would like to do them again, those socks. We'll see if I get there. Maybe, I hope so. But this is an amazing start, and I have not come so far yet, but I hope you can see here. It is some basic wool and polyester yarn. I think it's needed to be 25% polyamide to be a bit more strength in it. Just wool, she told, was not a great option since it is too thin, and when you're using the socks there will be holes in them very fast, and that is not so good if you just spent a lot of nights knitting them. I wanted them to be as best as they could be. Thin needles, 2.5 in European size, maybe it's called. I actually don't know what to call this size and what different sizes we use, but in Sweden it's 2.5. I will check it out and list it down below. What kind of? I will list the blog. I will list Theresa's vlog. I will list Summerlee's vlog and the knit along. If you're interested, do go check it out. It's amazing and it's really inspiring, and I hope to get at least one sock finished, and if I know myself, I know I will get the other one done then too. Wow, that was a lot of talking, since this is what I would say my first real Friday sews. The other one I did was a pattern review of the Fairmount jacket. So it absolutely was a Friday sews, but I think this was a little bit more what it was meant for. I think it was Jen who invented this hashtag, and I hope it's okay that I tag along, and I'm so grateful for it. I love the concept of it, and I will hopefully get a new video up this Monday or Tuesday where you can see my first module finished. As I said before, please subscribe, like or comment. It would make me so happy. And I hope to see you soon. Bye for now.